How's everyone doing today? I have an awesome Blu-ray collection update with 15 pickups. If you've seen any of these, definitely let me know what you think of them and let me know which one of these is your favorite. This is one of those deals that I got from a local seller where they have like a lot pre-priced and there's duplicates, and I don't care because I'm getting them essentially to either resell or for trade bait. I paid 75 bucks for these 15 movies, and I sold the codes for 76 bucks. So I think that is pretty amazing. And yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know if the Ultraman, there's some ones at the bottom. I don't even know if those ones have codes. Sometimes those are Mill Creek titles. They have codes, but it's like only through Movie Spree. So I didn't even open those ones to check. But all the rest had codes that I sold for more than what I paid for the actual movie. So pretty much free. You know, I got these for negative $1. They paid me $1 to take them off their hands. And yeah, this is a seller that I purchased from before. I don't, quibble about prices or anything like that, or if there's duplicates, because they have everything preset price-wise. And they'll say, 75 bucks for this lot, even though there's duplicates, triples, quadruples. And I'm like, okay, I will take that. Because ultimately it is a great deal. They're usually brand new, still sealed. I can flip the codes right off the top. And then, I can make a little bit of money off the movies, or I could, trade them. I'm always looking for, my wish list is crazy. I've got a huge collection. You only see 2 of the 13 bookcases that I have behind me. But yeah, I have piles all over the floor too. And I'm always trying to downsize the collection, but at the same time, my wish list is crazy long on Amazon. So, and they're constantly releasing new stuff, older title catalog stuff, and new releases too. But yeah, so there's always stuff I'm looking for. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. First up, 2 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray copies of Mortal Kombat. I thought this was a lot of fun. Let me know who your favorite Mortal Kombat character is. It was neat to see all the different characters on screen on here. Some ones that I wasn't familiar with either. I remember playing it way back in the day, and I played again recently for like the first time. I really like the Collector. It's probably like my favorite character, like the newer characters on here. But this to me starts out so much like the animated movie Scorpion's Revenge. Really good Mortal Kombat animated movie that was really bloody, but the beginning is exactly the same as this one. And so it's just, Earth's champions trying to fight off the Outworld characters, and Shang Tsung, and I thought it was really interesting. Kano was my favorite part. The Jack's head slap scene was amazing. The one creature with the wings, what happened to her, was awesome. But yeah, stunning visuals. I think there was a bunch of issues here and there with the storyline that wasn't so cohesive. I definitely wanted to see more Scorpion in here. It could have been fine-tuned a bit, but it's set up for a sequel, and I hope we get it. Overall, I really did enjoy it. It's cool to see those characters brought to life on here, and definitely more visually stunning and more, cleaned up a bit from the older movies back in the day. I love the original Mortal Kombat movie. The sequel, not so much. But this was so visually, aesthetically appealing, way more than those older films. The visuals and CG and all the effects have come so far. But yeah, this was a fun ride. 2 copies of that, and initially, like, these codes were going for like 12 bucks. Then 10. I think 10 was the last I looked at what those codes were going for. People ask me, where do you sell the codes? Online. There's Blu-Ray.com. There's a forum on there. There's several forums on Facebook. There's websites dedicated to it. There's other forums on other different movie sites and stuff like that. So just type in sell digital codes. You'll find like a million places. But there used to be one on Google Plus back in the day. I feel like they forced us into Google Plus, and they realized that we can't make this work, even if we forced everybody to have it because of YouTube. But there you go. Lots of places, it's just Google, selling digital copies, digital codes. But I would say, Facebook and Blu-Ray.com are the top 2. There's different groups on Facebook for it. But 4 copies of Wrath of Man right here. I actually really enjoyed the heck out of this movie. So very happy to be able to pass along some of these, some deals and maybe trade bait. It's, filmed by Guy Ritchie, starring Jason Statham. Let me know what your favorite Jason Statham movie is. Let me know what your favorite Guy Ritchie movie. the best Jason Statham movies are Guy Ritchie movies, in my opinion. Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, and Snatch. I remember seeing Snatch in the theaters and being a stupid young kid and saying, I love Snatch. I thought it was real funny at the time, but I loved the movie for sure. But Jason Statham, he was in The Meg, which is a fun giant shark attack movie, and Transporter and Crank. But outside of that, it was just a lot of like by the numbers action movies that really didn't stand out. Mechanic, I mean, there's some good ones, but a lot of ones that were just average to below average overall. He's even, in the Fast and the Furious movies and Hobbs and Shaw, which was a lot of fun. And I think he had great chemistry with The Rock, actually. But Wrath of Man is definitely in my top favorites now for Jason Statham movies. Again, Lock, Stock, and Snatch are my top two easily. But this was a really good vengeance bank heist kind of movie. You have a bunch of recognizable people in here. Scott Eastwood, who else? Josh Hartnett, Jeffrey Donovan, Holt McElhaney, Raul Castillo. I know Eddie Marsan. There's a few other recognizable people in here, but yeah, I like the cast a lot. I thought Jason Statham plays Jason Statham really well in here. Very brooding, and then just erupting, this culmination of violence in the climax, and it was awesome. The ending was definitely very satisfying, and really enjoyed this one. And again, 4 copies of Wrath of Man. And let me know what your favorite modern action movie is. And then 2 copies of His Dark Materials Season 2, which I haven't seen the first season yet. I actually picked up a copy of this recently myself. And yeah, it's, fantasy adventure. And I know it's part of the Golden Compass series. This was based off the books, which the Golden Compass was part of that trilogy. Has Lin-Manuel Miranda in it. A few other, I know there was somebody else in here that was, maybe they were just in the first season. No, okay, James McAvoy, he's in here too. Of course, everybody thinks of him from Split, but he's been around for so long. A movie that I think is super underrated, doesn't get enough love, is Filth, which is an adaptation from Irvin Welsh, a novel, which, big Irvin Welsh fan back in the day. Trainspotting, I would say Irvin Welsh's Trainspotting and Jack Palahniuk's Fight Club are the best adaptation movie-wise. The movies were so much better than the books, and the books were great. But those are like, I try not to compare, but those two just stand out for me. They usually adapt, from the book, from the novel, put it into the movie and change things, and you can't add everything from the book into the movie. But those are 2 examples that really stand out in my mind for the movies being better than the books. Those books are just amazing. Jack Palahniuk, again, I would think like an author of my generation a bit. So many great Choke, Lullaby, but yeah, Irvin Welsh, amazing as well. But Filth, such a great film, underrated. Never hear anybody talk about it. Great performance from James McAvoy. Obviously excellent in Split as well. He's been around for a long time. Very talented actor. And, having him in this one makes me more interested in seeing as well. HBO fantasy series. And there's a few other recognizable people in here. Ruth Wilson, Mira Wilson, Andrew Scott. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to checking that out. Season 1 and Season 2 for that matter. Let me know what TV shows you watch currently, because there's not, Yellowstone's pretty much it for me. I don't know, a lot of my favorite shows are no longer on TV, but I'm looking for new ones, so give me some recommendations to check out for current TV shows. Next up, 2 copies of The Courier, which is stars Benedict Cumberbatch, and it's a true story Cold War spy thriller. So looking forward to checking that out. I do enjoy some, espionage, going back and forth, and trying to figure out the mystery and who can you trust, and a lot of paranoia, especially trying to prevent the Cuban Missile Crisis too. So you think of JFK, Bay of Pigs, all that stuff back in the day. So it's going to be set during that time period, and CIA and Soviet officers and all kinds of going back and forth. So looking forward to checking this one out, and I do think Benedict Cumberbatch is a good actor. And then 2 copies of American Fighter, which this was, better than I was expecting. I went in with very low expectations. It's not a great movie, but it's a decent fight, action movie, underground kind of bare knuckle brawl kind of situation. And Sean Patrick Flannery is in here kind of training the fighter, George Costros, who is right down there getting his butt kicked on the front cover. You know, they can't put his face up there or anything like that with other people, but you also have Tommy Flanagan from Sons of Anarchy. He's been around for a long time too. I actually just watched The Saint, and he has a small role in that with Val Kilmer and Elizabeth Shue, which I really enjoyed that movie. But yeah, Sean Patrick Flanery is kind of training him and helping him through, and he's trying to get his sickly mother over here to the U.S. The lead guy here, Ali, and again, it's based on a true story, as was The Courier. So yeah, you know, for the price point for these ones, very happy to pick them up. I thought these ones, kind of like the bare knuckle boxing, underground, low budget fight movies, I think they're decently entertaining. I dig it. I've seen a bunch of movies, you know, low budget action movies like that, and it wasn't bad. I definitely like Tommy Flanagan when he plays, you know, kind of like a badass, or you know, the villainous character. He does a great job doing that, and I really like Sean Patrick Flanery. He's been in a few low budget movies recently that I've enjoyed, so good for him. I like seeing him in those kind of action roles too. He played one recently where he was an MMA fighter, and actually surprisingly enjoyed that one. I think everybody thinks of him from the Boondock Saints, and I actually wasn't a fan of the Boondock Saints, the first one. I never saw the second one. I know everybody raves about that movie, but I just thought it was so ridiculous. There's so many different scenes. You have to suspend disbelief, but you can only do it so much. And there was like a scene with him like hiding in, you know, the ceiling or something like that, and something with the cat. I don't even remember, but I just remember that whole thing just like was so absurd. I don't know, I just couldn't get into it. Maybe I should give that one a rewatch though, but I just remember hating it so much when I first saw it, but everybody else loved it. Maybe I will give that one a rewatch, Boondock Saints. But yeah, Daryl from The Walking Dead, Norman Reedus in there too. But next, the last three right here, which I have, I can't remember how many copies I have of this now, but Mill Creek sent me duplicates of this. But this is the Ultraman series and movie combo pack. It's Ultraman, Ultra Galaxy, Mega Monster Battle, Ultraman Galaxy, Mega Monster Battle, Never Ending Odyssey, and Ultraman Battle, Ultra Galaxy, the movie. I haven't seen this. It looks super creepy and weird and awesome on the back. Look at that. How awesome does that look? So yeah, it's 26 episodes plus the movie event. So yeah, season 1, season 2, and then the movie. Yeah. Again, these ones sometimes, I haven't opened these up to see. It doesn't say on here, so maybe it doesn't have the digital copy, but a lot of times Mill Creek titles will have digital copies, but you can only redeem them through Movie Spree, which is a platform where you can only watch them and stuff on Movie Spree. But they have a lot of good titles that I don't think they have in other places, like The Pledge and a few other movies. So, you know, if you want to watch those movies on a digital streaming platform, that's the way to do it. But yeah, Ultraman, you know, I feel like they inspired Power Rangers and stuff like that, you know, giant characters and spandex fighting monsters and stuff like that to save the world. I haven't seen many Ultraman episodes or anything like that, so I'm looking forward to really delving into it. I know Mill Creek has released a ton, and some of them look amazing and creepy, and I definitely like the look, you know, kaiju-esque and stuff. So there you go. Those are the 15 titles. Again, sold the codes for $76 and I paid $75, so they essentially paid me $1 to you know, take these off their hands for them. But yeah, again, I will be reselling or trading all of these because I have all of these. Yeah, so again, 4 copies of Wrath of Man, 2 copies of Mortal Kombat on 4K. So you have 4K titles anytime there's a chance for that, and for a great deal. Awesome. And again, you can sell digital copies. People ask me where all the time. Blu-ray.com has a forum. There's Facebook groups. There's tons of other forums and websites out there dedicated to it. But yeah, so if anybody's interested in any of these, let me know. There are some things I'm looking for trade-wise as well, especially looking for like Criterions and stuff like that. And I'm always looking for horror too, but yeah, I'm for some things I'm willing to do multiple things for, you know, depending on what the title is. I'll trade multiple of these for something, one thing of that. It really depends on what you got, but leave me some comments down below. Let me know what you think of this pickup right here, this deal. I think it's pretty amazing. I picked up a bunch of deals in the past from this seller, local seller. People ask me, where do you get these from? It's not a store. You can't, you know, get these deals from like a store. Local sellers, and I don't know how they get them. I don't know if they have a store or they get deals or what's going on with it, but don't look a gift horse in the mouth. I I'm happy, and hopefully I can continue to get deals like this in the future. I remember back in the day, you used to be able to get so many deals, like on Craigslist, and then, you know, OfferUp, Five Below, Let Go, I think was one too, and then, you know, Facebook groups. Now I feel like those offers have dried up. So we'll see though. I'm definitely happy. Let me know what the best deal you got, Blu-ray wise or 4K wise is. And again, if you've seen any of them, definitely let me know what you think of them, and let me know which one of these is your favorite as well. Leave me those comments down below, and hope everybody's doing well. Take care.